Indigo Airlines consistently stayed successful for 10 years, the Indian aviation industry is one of the toughest industries for corporations to succeed in. Indigo Airlines is the only company that has made a record of operating profitably even when companies like Kingfisher, Jet Airways, Sahara Airlines, Air Deccan were operating at a loss. Not one, not two. For 10 consecutive years, they have been ranked as the #1 independent company in aviation. Indigo still holds 52.7% of the Indian airline market. The lesson that we need to know is how Indigo became the #1 company as a single company, leaving behind the leading companies like Jet Airways and Air India. Philosopher Louis Pasteur says that when you are prepared for anything, chances are favorable. In the year 2005, when companies such as Jet Airways and Air India dominated the Indian aviation industry, Indigo and Kingfisher companies entered the field as budding companies. Although Indigo incurred losses for a couple of years after its inception, the company has been profitable since 2007. Since then, no one has been able to stop the growth of Indigo since 2018. The Indigo company grew into a giant. Wondering how such growth was possible? To know about this, we need to understand 3 basic facts of the aviation industry. Aviation depends on multi-thousand crore investments. At the same time, travel fares in India can attract a large number of customers only if they are within the reach of the majority of people. Hence, it is imperative to ensure that the airfare for domestic passengers does not exceed 5,000 or 6,000. People are ready to travel without sleep even if the fare is 1,000 rupees less for a flight departing at 2 a.m. midnight. Apart from that, they don't and hush 39 do you want to pay extra. Next, you need to know about the aviation market in India. India has 3 times the population of the United States. As of 2017, the number of people who traveled by air in the United States was 63.2 million people. But only 16.1 crore people have traveled by air in India. Only a limited number of people travel by air in India. Depending on changing fuel prices, the cost of operating an aircraft can increase by up to 50%. But airlines can and hush 39 easily increase air ticket prices. It was in this context that Indigo announced in 2005 that it would purchase 100 aircraft from Airbus in a single year after its launch. Many felt this was a foolish decision, but Indigo co-founder Rakesh Kangwan stood by his decision. At that time, most of the Indian airlines purchased their aircraft from Boeing. The reason is that the planes of the Airbus company had suffered a series of accidents in the last years of 1988, 1990 and 1992 and had lost the trust of the people. After that, Airbus fixed the technical problems but was unable to re-enter the market and waited for the right moment. It was around this time that the announcement of Indigo revived the Airbus aircraft manufacturer. Because of this, Airbus agreed to manufacture and supply the planes at a 50% discount. Next, Indigo used sales and lease as a business strategy. For example, if Indigo buys $100 million worth of aircraft from Airbus at half price and resells them to another company for $55 million, Indigo earns an extra $5 million in revenue. Indigo started operating the planes on lease for the next 8 years with the same company to which the planes were sold. Indigo used the $5 billion in profits to cover expenses including rent. Indigo, which had a surplus of cash in hand, was operating profitably while other companies suffered a steep decline due to the rise in fuel prices. Apart from that, there is no need for Indigo to pay the maintenance cost as there is an agreement that only the Airbus company or the engine manufacturers will take care of the technical problems of the aircraft. Kingfisher also followed almost the same procedures followed by Indigo, but Kingfisher failed in business competition. Indigo emerged as an unstoppable company. To know what is the reason for this, one has to know the basic facts of the Indian aviation market. Customers always want to live like a king, not give like a king. Kingfisher and Jet Airways introduced luxurious amenities to customers. It arranged many luxuries like in-flight meals, entertainment video facility, free headsets, etc. Indigo, on the other hand, focused only on basic amenities for passengers. Accordingly, Indigo provided only comfortable seats and enough legroom for the passengers. As other companies provided food and entertainment facilities, additional facilities had to be be provided in the aircraft. This was to affect the quality of air traffic. In addition, maintenance charges have to be paid. Later, when other companies focused on point-to-point air services, Indigo changed its mind. All airports have a central base and operate flights in a hub manner. While point-to-point mode requires at least 15 aircraft to operate flights to specific cities, hub mode requires 6 aircraft. While Kingfisher operated 66 flights in point-to-point mode and held 19% market share, Indigo operated only 38 flights in hub mode and captured 17% market share. In the last year 2007 to 2008, the price of crude oil increased from $76 to $132 per barrel. Due to this, Indigo, which suffered a loss of 232 crores in the beginning, made a profit of 82 crores in the next 2 years. In the year 2009, Indigo net profit increased 400 times, 484 crores in revenue that year. Since then, for the next 10 years, Indigo has achieved peak profitability. In 2015, while Jet Airways posted a loss of 2,097 crore rupees and SpiceJet posted a loss of 687 crore rupees, Indigo alone made a profit of 1,300 crore rupees. Indigo reduced operating costs and kept a substantial cash surplus on hand, which gave the company a boost. Also, other companies do not have a permanent person at the helm. Jet Airways does not even have a permanent CEO for certain years, but Aditya Ghosh continued to be the CEO of Indigo for 10 years. Indigo has also been well received by passengers for its customer service. In the 2019 air transport race, Indigo still has 50% market share ahead of Jet Airways. Indigo business success teaches us that airfares should be set with the common man in mind, reserves should be kept substantial for smooth business, lessons should be learned from the mistakes of other companies. As Louis Pasteur said, if we are prepared for anything, the odds are in our favor.